I was raised in the Pacific Northwest and grew up doing all the outdoor stuff. There's a park ranger who made a really great stitch. I'll put things in the comments, go look at their video. Anyway, one of the most important things that I learned growing up here in the Pacific Northwest is if you're going to do anything in the outdoors, if you're going to leave civilization, never go alone. It doesn't matter if you are the best backpacker, if you have climbed up Mount Everest. Never go alone. What's that? You're an Olympic swimmer and you just want to go out for a kayak in the Puget Sound? Never go alone. Because all it takes is you slipping and falling and breaking an ankle. All it takes is for you to flip over and have your head hit against a rock. And yeah, some people really don't know what they're doing. But other times, people who do know what they're doing can still get into life-threatening situations. So you heard it here from your favorite black person in the PNW. Never go alone.
Okay, yes, let's talk about this. So, who am I to give authority on the subject? I'm from a small tribe in the Pacific. We don't have running water yet. We don't have toilets. You name it, we probably don't have it because we're so isolated. But I now live in Australia, hence this TikTok. Anyways, we live in a very dense rainforest and we actually have our own tracks that we don't go off. The reason being is people have disappeared for years just randomly. The main culprit, however, is actually probably not what you expect. We have a network of caves, and this is the kicker of the story. Apparently in these caves is a whole civilization of giants that have just been underground this whole time. So people think it's a myth, but the locals definitely think it's real, and they think this is where their people are disappearing to.
Map of missing peoples across the US. Map of cave systems across the USA.
Right here we have a map of the missing people and national parks. And right below it is United States cave system. As you see, they match. Right here we have a map of missing people, national parks, and Bigfoot sightings. See, they all line up. You saw that cave system map on top of it? They all line up all perfectly. So maybe that's why we never found Bigfoot. We never see him using the cave systems to get around. Teddy Roosevelt created a national park system. Teddy Roosevelt, missing people, Bigfoot, Hollow Earth. How deep does the rabbit hole go? Follow me for more medicated conspiracy theories.
Hey spooky people, let's talk about this. I always loved this quote from Edward Abbey in his book Desert Solitaire. A venturesome minority will always be eager to set off on their own, and no obstacles should be placed in their path. Let them take risks, for God's sake. Let them get lost, sunburnt, stranded, drowned, eaten by bears, buried alive under avalanches. That is the right and privilege of any free American. There's a reason almost every culture has a story of a boogeyman who lives in the woods or comes out at night. People would wander away from their villages and get lost or injured, never to be seen again, and people wanted to prevent that. It's not that there's creatures living in the woods or paranormal things happening or some secret community of cannibalistic wild people. Even experienced and well-prepared hikers can get themselves into trouble very quickly. That said, there are no federal standards for terrestrial search and rescue, so going missing on federal land perhaps carries more risks that you won't be found relative to other places, so be careful out there.
So I'm not a conspiracy person, but I saw something really weird today. So I'm walking with my friends down a hiking trail, and 3 miles in, at the end of the out and back, there was this muddy embankment. And so I walk up to it looking for something, and I find it, which is actually shocking. I was not expecting to find this. It's really cold, too cold to go swimming, but I find human footprints, dozens of them in a variety of sizes, barefoot, going in and out of this muddy embankment. It's 55 degrees outside. The water is freezing. And yet, these things are everywhere. Everywhere. My boyfriend thinks that it's just those toe shoes. I think it's not. Anyway, I literally watched a video 3 days ago about this exact thing. Gonna post the girl's name below. Let me know what you
I've been avoiding making this because I don't really know how to go about it. My friend, your friend, Mallory Amanda Hoff, coincidence theorist, has passed away from a hit-and-run car accident. She was the poster of the Feral People TikTok that got taken down and started a bunch of conspiracy theories on here. I don't even like the word conspiracy theory because it's just an immediate negating of what somebody is offering to the table when it's very obvious that we don't know crap here. So who are you to say what is real and what isn't? But her accident is real, and her sister wants to hire a lawyer and a PI to have the investigation pushed to produce answers. If you feel inclined to do so, there is a GoFundMe in my bio. The proceeds go to her sister to hire a lawyer and the PI. Rest in peace, beautiful. Thank you for initiating conversations and staying true to yourself.
Greetings. As a representative of our national forests, I'd just like to say that any conspiracies about our forests are absolutely absurd. This list includes, but is not limited to, humanoids, skinwalkers, demons, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, black-eyed children, Illuminati, giants, missing people, the 411, Satanists, human traffickers, drug cartels, Skinwalker Ranch, UFOs, cults, etc. Anyways, just stay safe in our forests, and please, stay on the trail. Can't always guarantee we'll find you.
Okay, I've just seen this and I feel like my story needs to be told. So, one thing about me is I'm known for loving redwoods. I've realized now that doesn't really make sense. Like, it's a tree. Why would you love redwoods? But I do. So I was at the Redwood National Park for my birthday, my 12th birthday. So the Redwood State Park in California, that took me a moment. And okay, this might sound a little far-fetched before I get into it, but like, I swear to God, like on my life, like cross my heart and hope to die or whatever the saying is, like this happened, right? So I'm walking with my aunt and my cousin. Oh, I'm running out of time. Okay, I need to do a second part, but I promise you it'll just be 2 parts. Okay, sorry to make a second part, but here's part 2. So, Redwood State Park, right? Everything's chill, everything's fine. It's really lovely, and I love looking at the trees. Obviously, I'm a huge Redwoods fan. We knew that. So I'm walking with my aunt and my cousins and my siblings, okay? This is important to remember. So we're walking, looking around like normal tourists, and we notice that my cousin is missing. And mind you, he's like 6. So we start freaking out. But there are people around, like other tourists. So we start asking everyone, like, hey, have you seen Blake? Oh, I probably shouldn't have said his name, but it's fine. Have you seen Blake? Like, he's this little guy, and he's running around, and we can't find him. And everyone's like, no, I'm so sorry. But there's this one woman who's... I have to do part 3. I'm sorry. Part 3, if you haven't watched the other 2 videos, then go do that because this is like the end of it, I promise. So we're asking everyone, and literally, okay, it wasn't that many people, but literally everyone around us was like, yeah, I have no idea, and I'm so sorry, but I'll keep an eye out. And we're like, okay, but this woman is like, no, I'm sorry, I haven't seen him. I'll keep an eye out, but you know, this really wouldn't have happened if you stand Stacy. And I'm like, if I what? Are you speaking gibberish? Like, I don't... And she pulls out her phone, and she's playing this song called ASAP by Stacy. It's really good. You should check it out. So anyway, happy ending. We didn't find my cousin, but we did listen to ASAP by Stacy, and it was really good.